Here I am in REPL where I want to write my programs. Now, if you're having trouble with REPL and logging in, remember if you go to repl.it, if you want to, you don't have to log in. You can just say new REPL in Python, create, and it's created a program for me anonymously. It's not associated with my account. The thing with this is that you might lose this. I think if you copy that address, then it will still exist on that address, but anyone can edit this. Okay, so you don't have to log in to REPL to write the program, even though I encourage you to log into REPL so that you can see you can look back and see all your different programs. Anyway, here I am in my development environment, and I'm going to create a variable called height, and I'm going to use the input function to ask the user to type in a value which is going to be stored in height. So I'm going to leave a message in here. What is your height? And leave a space after the last punctuation before the speech mark, which when I run this, it will say what is your height, and you see there's a space here, so I can say 183. Right, nothing happens. I've stored the value into height. Let's print that out next. So print height. Maybe in here I can add a helpful message in centimeters. Let's run that again. What is your height in centimeters? 183. 183. Okay, let's practice that again. Let's ask for the weight equals input. What is your weight? And I'm going to go for kilograms. Doesn't matter really. And oops. So same again. Variable name equals input. This is the function that tells the computer what to do. Put the value into the variable weight, and I'm going to print out the weight. So I'll run that. What is your height? 183. Oh, 800. Oh, very tall. Oh, 183. What is your weight? Oh, I've had quite a few cakes. 84 kilos. Okay. Next one, gender equals input male or female. And maybe a bit of FM, doesn't matter. I'm going to put that in. Oops. Print in here. Gender. Oh, sorry, you can see I didn't spell gender right before. Gender, there we go, nice match. It doesn't matter if I spell them both incorrectly, but they have to match. Yeah. So there we have my basic program. What is your height? What is your weight? What is your gender? Let's try and tie that all together. Now all those variables are in the computer's memory, so I don't need to ask the computer again while it's running. Those variables are stored. I'm going to say hello, and I put the curly brackets in where I want the name, where I want. Actually, I don't know. You are centimeters tall. Dot format open brackets height. So you can see that the print brackets is placing all of this in brackets. Print out you are something centimeters tall. Dot format open brackets height. So it's going to put the variable in here, and that variable is going to go inside the curly brackets. I run this. Oh. The values in. You are 100. You see, it's put it into a nice sentence. Let's see if I can keep going with that. I'll print that again. You are centimeters tall. You are curly brackets kg and are curly brackets there. Now, first curly bracket, second curly bracket, third curly bracket, dot format height, comma weight, comma gender. So I'm going to keep my bad spelling consistent. Okay, so the spelling isn't important as long as the variable names match and I'm not using a reserved word the computer wants to keep for itself, like print. Okay, so I'm going to run this. How tall am I? How heavy am I? Am I a male or female? You are 83 centimeters tall, you are 83 kilograms, you are M. Alright, that's the extension task, if you can do that, or here's a interim extension task, and then these three are the basic tasks. Good luck, programmers.